Hey everybody, this is a very large object, and I was browsing the Discord for for the Aya Neo, and I believe I saw a link to Reddit, which was then linking to another Reddit page on the Steam Deck subreddit, where they were showing that you can actually set Steam up to be using the Steam Deck interface on any Steam install. So let me actually get out of this and switch to desktop. Let's see. I don't know if it's actually going to do it because this isn't actually a Steam Deck. Obviously, it's an Aya Neo. But let me get out of this. Let me actually quit Steam. Shutting down Steam. Okay. So it's all with this little shortcut here. Now, if you go into your File Explorer, you go to Program Files, Steam, Packages, package there, and you create a file named beta. Inside of it, you're going to put in let me actually open with Notepad. Let me show you what's inside of it. It'll be Steam It'd be a Steam Pal _stable _ and a hexadecimal number at the end. I will actually show the I'll actually link the subreddit post below, so you'll be able to grab that. So once you have that file set up, we're going to go into a shortcut. You essentially just create a new shortcut and go to the properties. And you're going to go ahead and want the target to be steam.exe and gamepad UI. So it's going to be that path for the steam.executable space dash steampad UI. And once you have that set up, you should be able to just open it up, and it will bring up the Steam Deck UI. I'm going to hit Alt-Enter there, then it brings me into full screen. And now, this is the UI that you would be using on the Steam Deck. Now, if you have an Aya Neo, like I do, this is... personally, I think this is a better interface for your going through Steam here. Yeah, okay. And from here, you notice I don't have a Steam button on the side here. And because of that, I have to press the little button down here to get to library, friends, chat, media, and all that. So I'm going to have to go to library. So Steam's library is set up so that you have Great on Deck. So these are all games that are pretty much guaranteed to work well with the Steam Deck. Elden Ring. Love that game so far. Being one of them. You can see all your games, and as you hover through them, you'll actually see whether it's been tested or not. And if it has, it's either going to be partially. We can actually scroll down. If we go over to Game Info and hit Details, Steam Deck Compatibility, it will tell you whether like it's going to require you to have an on-screen keyboard be popped up or anything like that. Now, since this isn't the Steam Deck, I can't just pull up the keyboard with the 3-dot icon down here. So I'm going to have to make sure that whatever save file I have for, say, Fallout 4, I already have a named character. But past that, you don't really have to put any text in. So all the sounds sound pretty nice going through here. But I have a couple games that I'm going to be testing out on the deck when I actually do finally get it. And it's going to be a lot of games that are unknown, you know? Or ones that say it outright doesn't work. Because I want to see if it's actually true or not. How well Steam's vetting is. Cyberpunk, for example, has a little question mark next to it. Call of Duty games, it looks like, also are no, you can't do that. Doom, funny enough, even though it has a Linux version, is a little question mark next to it. But yeah, so overall, the user interface works here. Friends, chat, media, downloads, and everything as it would be on the Steam Deck. Now you noticed when I hit power, it gives me options here. Now, interestingly enough, if I hit sleep, it goes to sleep. It went to sleep already. And if I wake it up, gets me back to the Windows. Log in there. And then it drops me to the Steam Deck UI again. Now, there is a little bit of delay. As you can see, there was a few seconds until it actually let me do that. So let me show you what happens when you start a game. Fallout 4 as an example. I can either hit play, or I can actually go into the settings here. Go developer, Proton files, properties. Change your DLC and everything. And this is all really well set up for touch. This actually is pretty nice being able to do that with even a non-Steam hardware. So if we go into the controls, we can actually edit our layout from here. And you can even have action sets. So if I wanted, say, up on the D-pad to be a combination of other things, I can. So full controller mapping, even for something that's not Steam Deck hardware. I actually tested this out with Fallout 1. And that worked pretty well. So if I hit play here, it's going to give me this black screen here, and then it's going to notice that there's a launcher page here, which I have to interact with. Let's see here. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time for it to pop up. Let's see. See if it's going to pull up this time. I know we're really like trying to bend the rules here, try to get the Steam Deck UI to actually do what I'm telling it to do. So if I hit resume, let's see. What if I go into Windows here, go to here? So it didn't bring it up to the foreground. I actually had to open up the taskbar here to actually do that. This will not be the case for, obviously, the Steam Deck. Steam Deck has more integration with the actual operating system. Since it's just the layout here. So as you can see here, I don't have any way of getting back to the Steam Deck interface unless I go and press the button there. Unless I completely broke it. Let me quit here. Let me quit out here. Let's see if it brings me back to the deck interface, and it does. Okay. It's so interesting to see things where, when they're not supposed to work that way. So the sleep actually seems to work pretty well. It brings it back pretty fine here. Now the only issue I have with that, so say I'm in the Steam interface here, Steam Deck interface. Let me actually go home here, and if I hit the power button to put it to sleep, right? It's asleep now. All right, and then it brings me back here. Let's see if it actually, yep, okay. So it's hit or miss. Sometimes it brings me back exactly here and working. Sometimes it just freezes up on me. So the What's New page here shows you the recent games that you have, updates for the games that you own, updated games, friends, what they're playing, new from the store as well. So that's the What's New. It's going to suggest stuff that's going to be relevant to what you're interested in. Shows you what your friends are playing, your recent achievements. I've been playing The Ascent. I actually got it on Steam, so I can play it on the Steam Deck. I have it through the Windows Store, but... And then there's the recommended games. Now these are all games that you own, and they're going to recommend that you actually play. Usually it's going to be games that you haven't touched. Exodus, I've not played it yet. I actually want to see how it runs on the deck, considering it has a little question mark next to it. But I'm going to have to wait until I actually receive a deck. It's going to either be next month in April, May, or June. Hopefully it's just in April, and I'll be getting that to you guys next month. But that's all I have to say. Friends and chat, it's just going to show your friends list and scroll through it pretty easily. The store, it has Great on Deck here, giving you all the games here listed fairly nicely. And considering that this is pretty much accessible to anybody, even if you have just a desktop PC and you're just running Steam there with a controller. It's actually kind of nice being able to just go through things and not have to mouse around. Sometimes it's nice to just be able to just scroll through with a D-pad or analog stick. So there's the store. I want to see if I missed anything else. The media is going to be just stuff that you captured on Steam. Downloads are the games that you downloaded. Settings. Now this is interesting. System updates. Obviously this isn't going to work. So it knows it's Windows 11. Okay, it knows it's running on Windows, and it's not. It has no idea. All my other information here, but it does have all your information there. Set up pretty nicely. Check for updates. Up to date, because it doesn't actually know what system I'm running on fully. So it gives you your notifications, settings, display, brightness, which does nothing because it actually can't communicate with the system. Adaptive brightness, night mode, which I'm going to be actually using quite a bit. Advanced view, and then you can actually change your hue, peak saturation, shadow saturation, and actually gives you a lot of different options there. Audio, no output devices detected. No input devices detected. Enable UI sounds. So I can turn that off. And there's no UI sounds, but I'll keep that on. They're kind of nice. Bluetooth, you can turn that on and off from here. Controllers, I wanted to enable Steam input for generic controllers as well. So let me do that as well. Keyboard, haptics. But yeah, so remote play. Obviously, nothing's available right now. This is the only computer that's on. Home. You can have a personalized content or whatever. Library. So a product on Steam. So add a game via code, right? So that's interesting to me because I know on desktop Steam, if you try to add a game, you can add a non-Steam game. I wonder if we're going to be able to do the same on the deck. I would assume you'd do that from the desktop mode. And then you would just add, you'd open up Steam from the desktop and then add the non-Steam game. And that's how I've seen people doing it. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something a little bit insightful about this and how the Steam Deck interface works. I can't wait. It's going to be really nice to be able to actually interfaces with Windows is shut down. It's kind of neat. I can't get it to start automatically in this mode though, from what I could tell, or start in a full screen, but I'm going to check with a few settings there. But that's about it. And see you on my next video. Peace out.